Artanes Lighthouse, an introduction to Magic the Gathering for new players. If you're looking to start playing Magic the Gathering, or have recently learned how to play from a friend, figuring out what to buy next can be overwhelming. With so many products, should you buy booster packs, planeswalker decks, or commander decks? What about dual decks or unofficial pre-constructed decks such as Card Kingdom's battle decks? Do you need card sleeves or a playmat? These are all common recommendations made by enfranchised players. But just how good is each product? In this series, we'll attempt to answer that question by going in depth into each of these recommendations. Please keep in mind, this series is meant for new players. A returning player with a pre-existing collection, or an enfranchised player, would benefit more from the videos and guides found on the Tolarian Community College channel. You can find a link to that in the iCard up in the top right corner. On the ramp of approval, where to start playing Magic the Gathering. If you want to start playing Magic the Gathering and learn the rules or acquire your first cards, it's important to ensure you like the game and will have people to play with. If you live near a card shop where people go to play Magic, you can go in and ask for a free welcome deck. These, along with the free software Magic Duels, which allows you to play with friends or against a computer, are designed to be the first steps you take into playing Magic the Gathering. In this video, we'll comment on the ramp of approval, then analyze the sealed products, welcome decks, booster battle packs, as well as the Magic Duels software and the Magic Arena software. The ramp of approval was an article posted by Magic's head designer, Mark Rosewater, introducing how he, and the other people who make Magic at Wizards of the Coast, thought players should introduce themselves to the game. The article also premiered the Planeswalker deck and the bundle. Analysis for these products can be found by clicking the I button in the top corner when those videos are out. The ramp of approval article is linked in the description and in the iCard in the corner. This first series of videos will follow the ramp of approval. Welcome decks, also known as sample decks, are free, learn-to-play gifts given away at game stores. They contain two 30-card decks that can be played against each other for a quick game with monocolor or one-color decks, or combined into one 60-card deck. Each 30-card deck comes with one fun, but not competitive rare, several uncommons, commons, and all the lands you will need for a 30-card deck. Combine these and you have a playable 60-card deck. These decks contain the lands, creatures, sorceries, and occasionally instant card types, and rarely contain artifacts, enchantments, and never planeswalkers. These decks are also far weaker than any other deck Wizards of the Coast offers. Lastly, these decks use very basic cards with only a few mechanics, such as flying, vigilance, or trample, and lack the synergy and cohesive deck building that other pre-constructed decks have. For these reasons, while these decks make good teaching tools and give you basic lands and two rares with which to start your collection, they are only suitable for playing in games against other welcome decks, as even the weakest Planeswalker deck will beat it most of the time. I mentioned before that these are available for free from your local game store. If you live in a town where you have no LGS, you lack the ability to get there, or it's so far away that it isn't worth your time to head there, the next two products are designed for you. But are they worth it? Let's find out. Booster Battle Packs are a product not found at your LGS. They are instead found at big box stores such as Target, Toys R Us, or even GameStop or ThinkGeek. They contain two 30-card decks and two booster packs which you can open and edit your 30-card decks with, then play a game with a friend. The MSRP on these is $9.99. The real issue with these is the 30-card decks. These are repackaged welcome decks sold with two boosters. Because the MSRP on each booster is $4, you're paying $2 for something that's usually free. The gameplay issues from the welcome decks persist here. While these continue to be good learning tools, the booster packs can actually slightly hinder your ability to learn if you open a complex card and don't have anyone nearby who can teach you how to use it. A similar product, known as a starter set, instead contains two 30-card decks, two spin-down life counters, and prominently portrays a picture of a Johnny, shown here. This product is also sold for an MSRP of $10 and contains the exact same welcome decks and two spin downs for $10. This is a bad product, because you are now getting something that's usually free, as well as 2 dice, which go for about $1 each, for $10. This is an even worse value than the Booster Battle Pack, and I do not recommend it. Even if you don't live in a town with an accessible LGS, I don't recommend either of these products. What I would recommend instead is the following product. Magic Duels is a free software available on Xbox, Steam, and Android mobile devices. With Magic Duels, you can learn to play the game with a complete rules engine and teaching assistant. You can also play through a campaign against NPCs that introduces you to the story, characters, and worlds of Magic the Gathering. Magic Duels also offers an online multiplayer community whom you can play against to improve. Additionally, you can play against friends who also have the Magic Duels software. Magic Duels allows you to earn in-game currency that can be used to buy new cards and expand your in-game collection. You can build new decks or play with decks pre-made for you. Magic Duels offers in-game purchases, but these are not recommended. Magic Duels is not without flaw. Magic Duels multiplayer imposes rules not seen elsewhere in Magic, restricting the number of certain cards you can have in your deck. It also does not contain every card in each expansion, instead relying on a subsection of each expansion, and additional cards not seen reprinted in paper recently. This makes its version of Magic different from what you would see playing in real life or on the advanced software, Magic the Gathering Online. The last issue with Magic Duels is that it's no longer receiving updates. Magic Duels is out of date. Magic Duels is currently being phased out for the next software we're going to talk about, Magic Arena. Magic Arena is a free software currently in closed beta. However, several streamers, as well as Wizards of the Coast employees, are giving out beta keys. Because Magic Arena is in beta, there are many bugs, and it provides no rules learning engine. While you can play a real game of Magic, you'll be playing against people who may know the game better than you, and thus, you may struggle with it somewhat. For this reason, I don't recommend Magic Arena to a new player. Overall, if you live in an area with an LGS, a local game store, and have someone to play with who either already knows the rules or can learn with you, I recommend the sample or welcome decks. If you do not meet these criteria, I recommend Magic Duels. Both are free and serve to teach you how to play as the first step you take on the ramp to learning Magic the Gathering. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a comment and share on social media or Reddit. This not only helps grow the channel, but also increases the likelihood that this video will be found by other new players and can help them as well. Thank you.